Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the very special Colonelcast 2025 Film in Review Top 10. With me is Erich. We asked Florian.
Yep.
He said we're not doing it.
Florian said he didn't watch 10 movies.
He said he didn't want to rewatch 10 movies, which is like, I don't know. We told him you don't have to. I sure as hell did not.
You literally don't have to rewatch the movies. I sure didn't.
Yeah, I did not. I did do some last minute watches just for the sake of it, just for stuff that I missed for the year, you know, that I was excited for and never got around to.
Hadn't seen.
Yeah,
but stuff you heard good things enough about that you wanted to give it a fair shake.
They were on my list for like since they came out, or like even before some of them, you know, and just I never quite got to them. I still didn't get to all of them, so there's a few omissions that are unfortunate, but you know, whatever.
It's always going to happen. You're always not going to be able to see everything you wanted to see unless you like literally get paid to do this. So,
yeah.
You know.
Maybe how should we do this? All right, should we do your top 10 first and then mine, or how do we want to?
I like going in between lists, so like
we would go.
You give 10, so we can kind of count down.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so I have created an entirely new list. I already did my top 10 with Monkey Jones on the Monkey Jones 2 channel or whatever his
the Simian Jimmy Treehouse Channel.
But when I was putting together my original 10 list, I had like 7 or 8 other movies on there that I was legitimately thinking of putting on the list that I just had to drop off. They were either too similar to other movies, or I felt like there was enough commonalities that I could include one and not the other. So this is mostly the list of rejects from my first list, but I love all of these movies pretty much down to a T, and I'm happy to have them and talk about them. So my number 1 number 10 is let's see if you understand what this is. It is the number 1 worldwide box office champion for 2025. Do you know what this movie is?
I do, because it was on my thing and I didn't get around to it. Ne Zha 2 from China.
That is right.
Hell yeah.
Ne Zha 2, the
$2 billion
Chinese animated movie that like. So I watched all of the Ne Zha movies, including the like spin-off of the other character. These are insanely well animated. I have to give them that. They are. It's hard as an American audience to watch these because I'm sure there's tons of Chinese cultural stuff that you're going to miss out on while you're watching it. But just from the point of view of seeing shit done on screen in an animated fashion that is more like fight animes or more like it's really just not the kind of style of 3D animation that we get in this country. So just seeing that with all of the, like, this movie must have taken like years and years and years to make. It's just so involved and there's so much going on, and I can't even really tell you what it's about anymore. It's about Ne Zha, which is the young child of some like demon character, and he's always like tempted to be evil, but has to like balance the parts of himself in that. But yeah, it's such a visual splendor, and you're just always constantly amazed by what the fuck they're even doing. So even if some of the comedy is way overplayed, I'm sure the Chinese audiences would just love that shit regardless. But yeah, it's definitely one of the best movies I saw this last year.
All right. I mean, I pulled up a trailer. I'm taking a look at that. It does. The animation does look like about on par with like a new Pixar movie or something like that.
Yeah.
I also haven't seen a new Pixar movie in 10 years, but you know.
Wow, in 10 years.
Well, that's not true. When did Toy Story 4 come out? I think that's the last one I saw. I don't know.
Probably 5 years ago.
Yeah. But it's it does look very good. There's nice colors to it and stuff, you know. They did a good job on that. And it is very, very Chinese. Well, I mean, it looks like it's based on traditional Chinese myths and stuff. I'm pretty sure I looked it up a little bit when I was going to watch it and then didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then the spin-off movie was called Zhang Zia.
Okay.
That was the spin-off thing. That was also a really cool movie.
Yeah. I'm sure these are very good, but I have not Yeah, I'll have to watch them eventually someday.
Mm-hmm.
To fill my
China
list.
is the way forward. I believe that the U.S. is fading from
Yeah.
global cultural hegemony, and it's time for China to take up space. What's insane about it is that I know that during other movie releases, China like made up a pretty big amount of the worldwide box office, but like the rest of the world did not see Ne Zha 2. China alone basically put it to like $2 billion. $2 billion.
I mean,
it's pretty insane.
It was translated. I mean, there was a dub and stuff, you know.
It's not like it wasn't released other places, but it did not make nearly enough money to make a huge impression like it did in China. So
I'm not seeing a breakdown on the box office of exactly how much it made where. Honestly, that's unfortunate. But yeah, because that would be interesting to see exactly how much it made in other countries. So it surpassed the single territory record of. It surpassed the single territory box office.
Internationally, it made $2.236 million.
Okay.
Or $1 billion, I should say. But I need to know what the breakdown for just China is. It's probably around $2 billion just China.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. But
yep, $2.209 billion Chinese.
Jesus, okay. And yeah, that means like barely anything anywhere else. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay, maybe we should get into now this I need a preface, okay, for my whole list. I did see a few movies, okay. I've got 24 total for my whole ranking of 2025 here. So, you know, number 10 was Marvel's Thunderbolts.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Which I didn't even think it was, like, a lot of people thought this was, like, fantastic. I didn't even think it was super great or amazing, honestly. I mean, I gave it 3.5. A lot of Marvel movies are 3.5. I think we talked about that on the last, like, Batman episode or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's an okay Marvel movie. I like these characters a decent amount. They make some of the boring ones good. Yelena's much better in this than she is in her own stuff, which is nice. Or, I mean, better than, like, Black Widow, I guess. She was okay in that Hawkeye show as well, I remember.
Yeah, she's fun everywhere she shows up.
Yeah. That Black Widow movie, I think, is still at the very bottom of my list of Marvel movies. I'm not sure. Yeah. It might have been taken out by some of the Phase 5 stuff, but I don't know.
I don't think it's the worst one, because I think there's a lot of that movie that's decent, at least. But then, like, you get to the end, and it's just all nonsense slop. Bullshit CGI looking nonsense. So.
Yeah, I remember really, really hating it. I did also marathon these. That was a poor decision. But
oh wow, yeah. I would say that's pretty mid-tier, maybe mid-low tier Marvel stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could have just been because it was just where it was positioned in the release schedule. It's like after Endgame and everything, and then they fucking
they give you back to a character that's already dead and be like, oh yeah, here's their backstory with all these characters that we are going to follow from here on out. It's like, that's not the way to do this.
Yeah. But that's I mean, Thunderbolts, I think it was all right. I liked I like that they kind of tie it in with there's like the mental health thing, I believe, right? Is that what it was at the end?
Yeah, it is. It ends on a group hug. They don't like fight the bad guy, they group hug him.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Just like Mystery Men.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I liked the void effects and stuff, and I liked the intro where they're trapped in the room. All that was pretty good, you know? It's not a bad movie. It's just
no, it's pretty good. Like the parts that bother me really are the whatever Julia Louis-Dreyfus character is. There's just a couple too many scenes of her just doing nonsense.
Valentina, she's the new she's the evil Nick Fury or whatever in Congress.
Yep.
She's she's what's her name? The real politician in a real world. Who was that?
Wait,
I forget.
Is there a name for that?
She was a Democrat, and then she became Trump's like home defense secretary. Not Kristi Noem. No, it's someone else.
Not her.
She was like from Hawaii, or she did the Hawaii district.
Oh, Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah. She's a real life Tulsi Gabbard. Like down to the hair and everything.
Her hair. Yeah.
Totally. And similar disposition too, I think. I remember.
She showed up, like, not even showed up. Like, I'm watching that new Daredevil show, and like she's on a phone call with the character in the first episode of that new season. Like, not actually. Like, the character takes a phone call from her and just says, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Director Valentine," or whatever the fuck her name is. So
she's gonna be a big presence going forward.
Is she?
I think so. I think as big as Nick Fury was, I'm willing to bet. People like her.
I think after the new Avengers, aka the Thunderbolts, aka whatever the fuck, after they're gone, I really don't see the need for her anymore. So
well, they're gonna be. They're the new Avengers, Erich. Okay, they're gonna be there. Unless they reboot the universe in this movie that seems like it's made to reboot the universe. So.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, what is your number 9 here?
All right, my number 9 is a superhero movie. I think it was worth it for me to put a superhero movie of some kind on the list that I've got here, and that movie is Superman. The James Gunn version that just came out. I've watched this a couple times now. I saw it in the theater with some friends. I saw it myself, and I've got this like really nice steelbook 4K of it. And I look forward to revisiting a bunch of times. I think it does a really good job of balancing a lot of different aspects of Superman in the comics that I really have not seen on screen done as well. I think it introduces an interesting conflict for Superman to have to go to war with a country.
Yeah.
And say like, hey, we should actually intervene in some of this stuff when it's appropriate. And that's a politically pretty rough thing to say, but when you're Superman, that's a different story. You have a bit more leeway and you have a bit more power to throw around. But yeah, just the stuff it does and says was not something I was expecting it to do, but maybe I should have, because James Gunn is willing to explore that kind of stuff. So yeah, I was really happy with this, and I don't know how to feel about the rest of the DCU, because I think like that Supergirl movie, I wish it looked better. Like, the comic that it's based on is so beautiful. The art is just fascinating and so amazing. And the movie does not appear to be trying to do that at all. So, yeah, a little let down by that. But, yeah, just everything about the Superman movie. We reviewed it. We talked about it.
Yeah, we did. That is, that is a shame the rest of the DCU does not seem to be living up. And I think in retrospect, the Superman movie, I'm not sure if I would have given it the full 4.5 that I did. I'm not fully sure, like on a rewatch, you know, which is that's the case for a few of these on here, honestly. But yeah, it would. I mean, it's quite a lot better than any recent Superman movies from the past couple decades. So
to a certain extent, we are persuaded by the previous things we've seen. So when a new thing is so much better than the previous things, you're kind of like more willing to give it a lot more leeway and be like, yeah, this is an amazing movie.
Yeah, it's better than any Superman on the Colonel Batman Wheel show, I guess. By quite a bit.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably see Supergirl. It does look, just visually, it does look kind of lame, but like, I mean, I hear that story's really good, so hopefully that still translates and they did that well. But, yeah.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Lobo's showing up.
Yeah, with Jason Momoa, he's back in the role he was born to play.
That's right.
Yeah. My number 9 is a short film that I saw on YouTube. It is called...
Oh, a short film.
Yeah, it's... listen, okay? We can do my 11 if this doesn't count. It's also a short film, but yeah, The God Man, okay, 10-minute long short film on YouTube. It's about a guy who he just looks at he looks through the telescope and there's God, or like there's a giant guy who he's pretty sure is God.
Just a big dude up there? How do you know it's God?
It's just I mean, there's a big guy up there.
At that point, if the big guy could be anybody. He could be Galactus.
It must be God, though. If you see a big guy who's just out in space, like, what else could that be? You know?
Galactus.
Well, no, I mean, no. It's not Galactus, I don't believe. if I don't quite recall the ending. I believe he just falls to Earth and burns up, and they're left wondering what the hell that was or what that means.
Wow. So it wasn't God then.
Yeah. Oh, it's oh no, you know what the thing? Okay, I'm checking it on YouTube real quick here. This is we are spoiling the short film Godman, which is I mean, it is the 9th best film of the year. They go up there in space and they check it out, and there's a big gaping hole split down its back, and the guy's like hollowed out inside, and then and then he gets all burnt up in the atmosphere, and that's it. So they're like, what the? That's no good.
That's a bigger question now. Is what killed that and like hollowed it out?
Like a xenomorph or something got him, I guess.
Damn.
Looks real bad, yeah. But that's fine. It was good. I like it quite a lot. It was neat. Maybe not deserving of 9th best film of the year, but I thought it was better than many films that I saw this year.
The first thing you said was almost an instant disqualification in my eyes, because a short film is not a film. The Academy has its own category for those things.
Well, my 11th was Love, Death, and Robots 400 Boys, okay?
A short.
Which is also short. And then my 12th was that Looney Tunes Day the Earth Blew Up. And the rest of them were all feature-length films on my list, so that's, yeah. I like that quite a bit. It was good.
All right.
Fair
enough.
Yeah. So we got, I saw enough real movies to make a list of full movies, but I did not. True. Yeah.
Especially if you saw The Day the Earth Blew Up in theaters, did you?
No, I did not.
God damn it.
I watched it online.
You betray, what is it? Is it Ketchup Entertainment?
Yeah, poor Ketchup Entertainment is whoever the fuck. Yeah, they're screwed. But that's fine by me.
They put their ass on the line to introduce cartoon movies to kids theatrically. Yeah.
Oh well. It did make more. It made back its budget apparently, so that's good.
Okay. The real test is going to be that Coyote versus Acme movie when that comes out, because they literally tried to kill that.
And nobody's seeing that.
What do you mean nobody's seeing it?
I think that's going to flop really hard. I think that's...
You gotta have good, positive vibes towards it. You can't be saying fucking it's gonna flop.
I'm just being realistic, okay? I mean, I think it'll probably be fine. It had a much higher budget than The Day the Earth Blew Up, so...
It did, because it has a lot of live action stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's a combination.
But we'll see, we'll see. Hopefully it does well, but I just doubt it. So, yeah. What is your number 8 here?
My number 8 is a little movie called Black Bag. Have you ever heard of Black Bag?
I have not heard of Black Bag.
Okay. So this is a Steven Soderbergh movie, and it's about a spy, a married group of spies, who are friends with other group of spies, and they're trying to figure out who is the traitor among them. So there's a lot of marital conspiracy, and it's just such a fun script where this Soderbergh is so good at shooting movies so that everybody looks sexy as fuck, and everybody looks everybody's got really good clothing on all the time, and it's just such a fun little movie of these spies going tete-a-tete with each other. I know Marissa Abella is in this. She's in Industry, one of my favorite shows on TV right now, and she's great in it. Obviously the stars, I can't remember her, who plays Tar.
Who plays Tar?
I gotta look up the cast. Yeah,
Kate Blanchett.
Tar.
I'm looking at
that's it. Kate Blanchett is in this. What's the fucking Magneto guy?
Michael Fassbender.
Fassbender's in this. Just a great cast. Just a bunch of people that you love to see on screen, doing a great job. So yeah, Black Bag is a very fun movie.
All right. Well, I do have it on my watch list, apparently. I must have seen a trailer and thought it looked good or something and never got around to it, but I might have to check it out.
Oh, I forgot that Pierce Brosnan is their boss, and it's such a fun little That guy was James Bond, and now he's like the boss of a bunch of these spies.
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, I might have to check that out sometime.
Yeah, very fun movie.
One of the people I'm following on Letterboxd said, "Put a black bag over my head because I sure couldn't get myself invested in this one."
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's but most of the people I'm following had good reviews though. It was just him didn't like it, so
Right.
you know. I'll give you my number 8 is Predator Killer of Killers.
Okay, all right, the animated one.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't see the live action one. Is that
Wow, you didn't see Badlands. It's not on Hulu if you have Hulu.
Okay. I should probably see that. It's probably good. It's got good reviews. About as good as this one. The animated one is higher review total on Letterboxd.
Wow, okay. Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people, that's my question, is how many people actually reviewed the animated one versus reviewed the live action one? Because I bet that more people haven't reviewed the live action one.
It's it looks like quite a few more people have, yeah. Yeah, 512 versus 232,000, yeah.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that would be the breakdown there.
Which, you know, that's all good. I like the art style's neat. It's split into the 3 like kind of stories, you know, which are each kind of interesting. I feel like, I mean, the samurai one was by far the most interesting one, just because
that's the one I liked the best.
Yeah, everyone likes samurai stuff. It just looks cool. Don't tell Hartsy I said that, because I have to hold. We've been arguing over that. I've been arguing that ninjas are better. Maybe it would have been one of them was samurais. A ninja. Okay, it was a ninja versus a samurai, and they were brothers, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's why it was cool, is because of the presence of the ninja. Okay, obviously. Yeah. And
ninja carries for the samurai.
Absolutely. But the other parts were good too. I feel like the last one I thought got a little like dialogue heavy and was not as interesting as the first 2, if I recall. But that's
the
all.
One with the plane guy, the guy who's
yeah. But it was still like not bad.
Two planes.
Yeah, and then I mean they all come together and they fight and stuff
at the end. Yeah.
And then there's an Arnold cameo.
Well, what's interesting is I think if you watch the live action movie, you'll notice some commonalities between both of these things.
Okay, I mean same director, so
yeah, Dan Trachtenberg.
This guy's Predator guy now for the rest of his life. That's his one job.
I don't know.
As long as the last one made money,
deal with Paramount or something. So I guess we'll see whether he continues being the steward of the Predator movie. But like,
maybe not.
All of this Predator stuff he's put up has been great. Like, I can't imagine somebody better doing this, because he's like completely reinvigorated what I think of the Predator franchise as being. So good on him.
That's very good. He did the Portal short film from 2011. Yeah, I guess that was what got him on the radar of Hollywood to do Cloverfield Lane and stuff. I still gotta watch 10 Cloverfield Lane. I haven't seen that.
I love that movie. That's a really good one.
Yeah, I heard really good things. But yeah, that's I mean that's my 8.
That's your number 8. Yeah. I'm trying to think here with Predator Killer of Killers. Did you watch the after credits part that they only added a couple weeks after the fact?
No, I don't think so, but that's the Arnold cameo, right?
Yeah, there's an Arnold cameo. I think they have the character from Prey in there as well. Like, they just have a bunch of the hunters of the Predator have been, I guess, captured and frozen by the Predators.
Well, then they can do the Predator Endgame someday. That'll be good. Yeah. We'll see.
Okay. My number 7 movie of the year is I think it was a Best Picture candidate, but it never had any shot of winning. Sentimental Value. It's a movie by Joachim von Trier. I don't even know how to say his name, so I'm just guessing. And it's a movie about a director who is trying to connect with his daughters, and he usually connects with people through movies. He'll make movies, and those will be his way of like emotionally letting out his feelings, because he can't actually talk to them. And it's a movie about him working with a young actress played by Ellen Page. Wait, is it Ellen? It's not Ellen Page. Ellen Page is now Elliot Page, and it's Elle Fanning is who I'm thinking of. Elle Fanning, who was in Predator Badlands as the robot. Yeah, the movie is essentially about him casting the role of the daughter who's actually playing his mother. But he wants his daughter to play his mother in this movie to kind of like connect with him, to be like, this is my kind of this is how I feel about relationships and how I know how dark things have gotten, and I know how bad it can be. And even though I'm not willing to talk to you about that, I can express that through movies. It's got just some funny scenes where Stellan Skarsgård, who plays the director father, he just has no ability to connect. He's celebrating a kid's birthday and he gives them like movies that is no way appropriate for kids. It's so fucking funny.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a really good movie. I think it's probably not Joachim von Trier's best movie. I think that something like Worst Person in the World is better. But I did really enjoy this, and it's a pretty good number 7 to have.
All right. I should. It does sound like an interesting kind of premise to it. It doesn't sound like people shoot each other or get punched in the face, though.
No, not really.
So that's that might lower it on my interest level just a little.
You might have to stop it every now and then and get your attention back on it.
Yeah, I'll watch some. I'll put up YouTube Shorts on the side and watch maybe another movie split up into like 20 clips or something. Yeah.
Right, and then what's the Subway Surfers?
Yeah, Subway Surfers, Family Guy, funny moments, stuff like that. Have that up there. Yeah. But that does sound like could be interesting to watch. Though I may never though.
Yeah, I'd bet against it.
Yeah. There's a lot of movies just in general. Yeah. My number 7 is a little film called Dog Man. Which was
Whoa, you were talking about this earlier, and I did not expect to hear it on your top 10 list.
It's up there.
That's insane.
I gave it 4 stars. It's 7th best film of the year. Dog Man, part dog, part man, all hero. It's based on the Captain Underpants
Dav
guys.
Pilkey.
Yeah, Dav Pilkey's newest franchise, Dog Man. And yeah, he is a cop. Which does lower it a few stars, maybe more than I should. Maybe I've given it too high a score because ACAB.
I was gonna say, yeah, can Dogman be persecuted for his role as a officer of the peace?
Yeah, well, they don't go into ACAB stuff in the film. But he's a good cop, okay? He's one of the good ones. I
can't believe that. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that they don't go into ACAB stuff in the Dog Man.
Dog Man. It's instead it's about it's mostly about this evil cat, honestly. The cat is really the star of the show, and Dog Man is just there to get involved in the conflict and solve it. And the cat makes a clone of himself. But then he kind of treats it poorly, He's not good to his new son that he just cloned, and he has to. But his son is like unyielding in his niceness to him the whole time.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, just like Rise of Skywalker, with Rey, of course. Fantastic film. But Dogman is, he's and just unyielding throughout this whole thing. The kid clone is like, I love you, my dad / me. But grown up, and they and even when he throws his clone away, the clone goes and works with Dogman, and they stop him, and in turn the villain learns to love his child clone. I believe that's what I remember happening, and I mostly
cloning technology. Is it like a science fiction setting?
Yeah, well, it's
pretty normal.
It's like little kid science fiction, so it's like the the same way that there's a guy who makes a giant pants in Captain Underpants, and he puppets them around, and he builds them in a laboratory, of course. It's like kid superhero thing. So he's just got like a clone machine that he makes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he makes a clone of himself. But yeah, and I thought it was heartwarming. I thought the story, I had no complaints. The jokes were not like gross or horrible or annoying in any way. And the animation style, I liked it a lot. You know, it's doing they're taking cues from Spider-Verse, all of them. You know, they're doing good looking animation now with like neat styles to it and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like it has a lot of the like childish hand-drawn kind of look of Dav Pilkey's artwork kind of shines through, you know. And it's and it makes it look good, and I was a big fan of Dog Man. Yeah.
Wow, did not expect to hear about Dog Man on this episode, but sometimes it's the surprises that keep us intrigued.
I got a couple more, don't worry, okay? It'll be great.
Damn.
Yeah. But so what is your number 7 though? Or no, number 6.
Hold on. We're on number 5 actually.
Oh.
I said 10, we're on
9,
6,
8, I believe.
No, it is number 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 6 is it's a horror movie. I did not expect when I was watching this movie for it to be one of my my favorites of the year, but it's really stuck with me. I think the imagery is really compelling. It's called Bring Her Back. It's a horror movie from Australian filmmakers. I'd have to look up their names, but they also did a really good movie called Talk to Me. It's about a bunch of people who are grieving, a family who has lost their father and are staying with a foster family, and it's this woman who's played by an Australian actress. I do not know her name, but she is fucking amazing in the movie. I'll say that. She would have been in my, like, if I were putting together my Oscars, I think her performance would have been in one of my favorite performances of the year. But it is essentially, she has also lost someone in her life, and she is, as the title suggests, trying to bring her back by doing some crazy fucking ceremonies. And it's like, it's hard to explain what the fuck happens in this movie, but essentially it is the family that starts out is a teenage boy and then a younger sister, I believe, and the younger sister is really fucked up by this and is getting possessed throughout the movie by various ghosts or spirits of some kind, and just starts doing worse and worse things stuck in this body that she doesn't understand and is just really messed up. So at one point, and I'll spoil this because if you can't handle certain graphic imagery, you'll probably just want to nope out of this movie and not watch it, but starts to eat some kind of glass thing. Ooh. And it's just munching on shards of glass, and like her mouth is getting fucked up, and it's just so disturbing to watch that. It's so well done. There are some horror movies where something will happen and I just like my entire body just like can't handle it, and that was one of the moments. I am a real sucker for horror that can really shake me to my core, and this was definitely one of them. So if you're in for some gruesome dark horror, then I would say Bring Her Back is definitely worth a while.
Oh, well, I would definitely enjoy that. I think I heard that was what I heard. I have it on my watch list because I heard it was horrible things happen to children. That was what sold me on it. Because I saw a review of another movie that's on my list, and they brought it up in that, and that was their review. So it was definitely. I've been meaning to watch Talk to Me as well for a long while. I keep clicking it on Netflix and watching like the intro and then deciding not to. Not like the intro to the movie, but just like the titles or whatever for like the production companies. They're just like, not today. Yeah, but I've been meaning to actually watch it.
Are Danny Philippou and Michael Philippou. They're known as Raka Raka.
Yeah, they do like shitty YouTubers. Prank YouTube's videos or some shit. Yeah. But they do apparently good horror movies. To me that
coming from that, they can make such good horror movies. Or like they just have such a interesting view into how to do this stuff. Like it's wild.
Yeah, there was another like YouTube comedy shorts people. They do comedy, yeah, YouTube shorts. But they did a movie called Milk and Cereal, which was about like a serial killer and stuff, and that was pretty good. It's like a found footage kind of multiple perspective kind of movie, which I liked quite a lot. And that's just free on YouTube, yeah. But they've got like a new movie coming out as well, and I think those are, sometimes YouTubers, they make good movies, they just you just can't let them do shit like the Angry Video Game Nerd movie or Kick-Assia. You got to make them do like a real movie, and some of them happen to be good at that as well.
Imagine if you made Doug. Wait, what's Doug's last name?
Doug Walker. Yeah.
Imagine if you made Doug Walker make a real movie. You gave him like $50 million, and you're just like, you have to make a real movie. You can't make like self-referential nonsense that you usually do. You have to actually make a movie. What would he even do?
I don't know. What if you put him in charge? Because what was that? I already forget the title, but the movie with Stellan Skarsgård you're talking about, where he's making
sentimental value.
Yeah.
what is Doug Walker's sentimental value?
Yeah. Well, he did his The Wall video where he bore his soul to say that the wall is bullshit or whatever.
I cannot make it through that video. I don't think I make it more than a half an hour before I just can't handle it anymore.
Yeah, that's I mean, I haven't seen, I don't know, The Wall.
For Pink Floyd's The Wall as well. So
yeah,
I don't understand, because there's no way you dislike that album completely and make such a long video that is like parodying it to that extent. Like, if you really hated it as much as Doug Walker does, I don't know why you'd like spend so much time recreating it, right?
Yeah, I'll have to watch and listen to The Wall, and then I will watch that video someday. That'll be great. But
Oh, I have to correct myself. It's possible the kid also eats glass at some point, which is pretty fucked up. But the kid starts gnawing on a chef's knife, which is a very different.
That sounds worse in my head, honestly. Just to imagine that seems even worse. So, yeah. But that's you've sold me on it though. Okay, I will. That's one that I will make sure that I go see probably someday.
I'm game for any of their stuff. Whatever they make, I'm all down for it.
Hell yeah. It looks like their next movies are Talk to Me 2 and the Talk to Me prequel. So they might be stuck in the Talk to Me minds for a while. Prequel. That's what it says on Letterboxd. I don't know, but we'll see.
There's certainly ways that they could do more stuff with that, and I feel like that, and there's another It Follows. They Follow is apparently the next thing that whatever that director is going to do. So like, there's definitely more they can do with that, but I'm interested to see what they make of it. Yeah. I hope that they want to do it and are not just like coasting on the name recognition of people know you for this, so just make another one.
Yeah, I mean that's how that is how it goes a lot of the time. It Follows I like quite a lot. Maybe that'll be good as well. Who knows? But my number 6 is a film. It's also a horror movie. This is Ash by Flying Lotus, which is
I don't know about this.
Yeah, it was it's like a space adventure. Well, it's not. It's a space horror movie where this woman wakes up with her memories gone on a space station. Or on a planet called Ash, and it's like all spacey, and they go outside and it's all rocky and like the sky is all crazy, and the visuals are really the main thing. Aaron Paul is in this. He's he's like the other guy who survived on the thing, and there are plenty of twists and turns and like things going on, and he's like trying to explain what happened or whatever. But pretty much everyone's dead, and they try to uncover the mystery of what happened, as they go through. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna spoil this. Okay, spoilers for Ash, which I do recommend. It does have very low reviews on Letterboxd. Actually, it's 2.3, but I liked it a whole lot. But at the end, it's revealed that it was like some parasite was in them and made them all kill each other, and it was either in Aaron Paul the whole time, or it gets into him like right at the end, and you think it was in him the whole time because he was acting all suspicious and weird. But it's there's some twists there, It's like some creepy alien parasite, And I mean, it's very low budget, so the effects don't look fantastic. You know,
Sure.
The reason I saw it was because I'd seen Flying Lotus's previous film, which was like some anthology kind of thing. And the reason I saw that was because I had seen David Firth and all of his like creepy YouTube videos, like Salad Fingers and stuff like that. Because he works with Flying Lotus and a few things. But yeah, and but it's got like that sort of like when the alien shows up, it has like that sort of look of like weird After Effects kind of animation that David Firth does. And it made me wonder if he was behind it. I don't think he was actually involved in the movie, but it was that sort of design for it, you know. Yeah, but I liked it quite a lot.
Was it on VHS 99 that you saw the other Lotus thing?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I mean, I just looked it up. That was Kuso was the other thing, which has all sorts of weird bits to it. And that one did have David Firth in it, so that was fun.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean that is like Ash is a more serious movie than Kuso is. Kuso is like a lot of Kuso is about people shitting on each other and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Or they have a big pustule or something gross.
Oh.
It's disgusting and horrible, yeah.
That
but it's very good.
gross.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're good. And what is your number 5, Erich?
All right, my number 5 is a Netflix film that I saw in the theaters. It is the next Rian Johnson whodunit.
Ooh.
The next Benoit Blanc mystery. It's called Wake Up Dead Man. This is another one that when I saw it, I really liked it, but then when I like kept thinking about it, as with a lot of Rian Johnson movies, I think that like the more you kind of spend time working it over and thinking about it, the more it kind of grows on you and it kind of digs deeper. And I think this is a more sober Knives Out movie, especially more than Glass Onion, which was his last movie. Mm-hmm. But it's a lot more worried about who we choose to follow in the world and what groups we kind of segment ourselves into. And there's a very, I am not a person of faith. I do not believe in a higher power or a god or anything like that. But there are very small moments in this movie where you can kind of understand why people devote their lives to that and why they kind of like, can see that presence within the world. So like, even though the movie is not trying to like proselytize and say like there is definitely a god, it has a respectful view of why people can be that way. And there's going to be a reoccurrence of the main character of this movie on my list. Because I think it's Josh. God, I always forget what his goddamn name is.
Josh Gad?
Josh. No. God, no. Imagine if Josh Gad ran a that's not even a movie.
Josh O'Connor.
That's his name. Josh O'Connor is just amazing. He's the main kind of point of view character in the movie. There's always like a main character that's not Benoit Blanc who's involved in the murder in some way, and who's trying to figure it out alongside him. And he absolutely carries the movie. Like if Benoit Blanc was not in this movie, it would work perfectly fine. And it's because Josh O'Connor is just that good at anchoring everything. So yeah, definitely would recommend this if anybody hasn't seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I have not. I meant to. I was a big fan of Knives Out 1 and Glass Onion, so
definitely check this out then. If you like those two, then you'll love this.
Yeah, probably. So I definitely will. Now, before we reveal my 5th film, I think we have to do... I think I have a question for you, Erich, okay?
Okay.
My question is... hold up. Let me pull it up on the thing as well. Which shadow best describes your mood today?
Oh, yeah. I think... I want to say it's C, but it's probably more like B. Like, okay. I want to have a bit more energy today. I want to get some things done today, so I'm going to say C is my shadow. Okay. I mean, it's, the mind over matter, You can make it a C if you work toward it. Yeah. I'm not Shadow the Hedgehog today. I think the last time I was asked this question, I did say I am Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, you did say that, which
That I did realize today that that is in conflict with the fact that we are Charlie Kirk, unfortunately. I don't know how we can be both, but
Damn.
you know, so I don't know if D is off limits, honestly, unfortunately. Or maybe we're no longer Charlie Kirk. Maybe that was just for last year. I don't know.
We're leaving Charlie in the past.
We're leaving Charlie in 2025.
However, if parts of his trial come out that say that the bullet did not belong to the gun that was shot, we might have to become Charlie Kirk once more.
That would be crazy, yeah. Until we find who really did it. Yeah. But I'd say I'm gonna give myself a C as well here. Okay, I think that's I think I'm doing good.
Hell yeah.
And feeling motivated, but not quite to Shadow the Hedgehog's level, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think he's ever happy in any of these, is he?
No, he's not. Not in any of these pictures, and not in any of those games.
right.
He smiles when he's dying in Sonic Adventure 2. He's happy when when that happens, so that's good. You know?
When he's with Maria, right?
Yeah, when he thinks he's accomplished his final goal and he's gonna die now, then he's happy for a moment, and then he's happy. He says, "I'm gonna be less angry" in Shadow Generations, and he smiles there, so that's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wait, do you think that's gonna come true?
I mean, it seems like the idea is that he's going to have like a different direction for his character. But they also did that for like for this game that these pictures are from. That was also the thing there, and then they just didn't really do that. He was just about the same next time he showed up anyway. So I don't know. Someday he'll actually change, maybe, but probably not.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean he's got a marketable personality, you know. He's if they made him not angry, then what? Then he's just mellow Sonic. That would be no good. No. But my number 5 is Superman, which we already went over. So you know.
Yeah. Is there anything about this? Have you revisited Superman, or have you
I have not
thought about it at all since we've talked about it on our thing?
I really haven't even thought about it that much, honestly. No. Which maybe that's a poor indicator for this film. But you know, I'm gonna watch Supergirl. Okay. I hope this DCU
I definitely
gets
thought
better.
about revisiting it again, so that's definitely good.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would. You know, I'd rewatch it. I just haven't thought about it.
I literally
much.
own it on 4K. Of course, I'm gonna revisit it.
Okay, well, yeah, you'll have to let me know. Maybe I'll also rewatch it and let you know.
Yeah,
yeah. But yeah, what is your number 4 though here?
My number 4 is a Korean movie by I think one of the best current filmmakers at play. It's Park Chan-wook's No Other Choice.
Okay.
This is a movie about a man who is out of a job and desperately needs to get one in order to support his family. So he decides to start killing off his competition for other jobs instead of like just trusting that he's going to get the job. So it's like you can describe the movie like that, but then the movie actually does not play out nearly as much like that, because you just think, oh yeah, there's like 4 or 5 people he has to kill, and he goes and kills them. But throughout the movie, what you kind of realize is that the people he's going to kill are in very similar situations to him. They've either been displaced from what should be their role, or there's a very like commonality between all of them that I think gets used like a class solidarity, which is that like the upper classes are going to keep just removing workers and taking out as much of the capital as they can without any input from our class system. And so, slightly spoiling the movie, he does get what he wants at the end, but he's left completely bereft of any co-workers. He's essentially just running a factory by himself, and everything else is automated, which is probably what they want, is to pay as few people as possible, and to get yourself in a situation where you can't advocate, you can't talk to other people, you can't say anything or do anything. You're just kind of stuck in your role, and as soon as they figure out how they can automate your job, you'll be gone as well. But the movie is very much about winding its way through those different people and how those different people are affected by being unemployed, and it just like really humanizes every single person he goes to kill in a way that I did not expect. So It's a very good movie. I thought that it was less good than I thought it would be, but it's still on my top 10, and it's still a very good film that everybody should check out.
All right. Well, I've put it on my watch list. My watch list has over 1,000 movies, so I may never get to most of these, but you know.
You wanted to do a feature where we would watch movies off of our watch list, and then you found that both me and Florian do not actually have a watch list on.
You have like
right?
4 movies on there, and Florian has 0, I believe. So you know we're not doing that.
I don't. That's not how I use Letterboxd. I use Letterboxd just to basically log what I've seen.
Well, I mean, I use it to put down all the movies I want to see, and there's a lot of them apparently. Yeah. So you know, someday, like Begonia's on here.
Someday you'll get around to it.
Oh no, that's THX as well as also on here.
THX
I just saw a bald person in the poster, and I assumed it was Begonia, but it's actually THX. So
exactly THX.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'll watch these movies someday. You know, probably. Probably not all of them, honestly, but at least a lot of them. Yeah, but that does sound interesting. That sounds like one that I would enjoy. So I'll have that on my list. He did Old Boy as well, which is also on my list. So, you know, yeah.
A bunch of his movies should be on your list. The Handmaiden,
Probably.
Decision to Leave. What else has he made?
Yeah.
What is it? There's a vampire movie he made that I really like. Thirst, I think it's called.
Oh yeah. That is an easier way to express my approval of a film than actually watching it. I could just put them on my watch list, and that means they're probably good. I've heard they're good. You know? Except, I mean, there's a lot of bad movies on there, too, that I just want to watch for whatever reason, you know, so.
Just because it's imprinted in you enough?
Yeah. Okay. Shall we... That's number 4, right?
Yes.
Just, okay. So, my number 4 was, and we did an extensive review of this, One Battle After Another.
Okay.
Which I was a big fan of. I liked it
quite
a lot.
That? Was I on that extensive review?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, all right.
We talked about it. Didn't we? I'm pretty sure we did. And it was yeah, we definitely
I've been on
did.
so many shows.
Yeah, because I made for the thumbnail I used the picture of the pregnant woman with the gun, and I put Florian's head on her, I believe. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
That's your number 4. That is now the best picture of the year. So, do you think it deserves best picture?
Well, it is number 4 rather than number 1, so maybe not quite. But I mean, as far as like the type of movie that the Oscars would give best picture to, yeah, sure. You know. Yeah. I heard Eddington is better. I believe I watched your other review of that as well, and that was with Jimmy, and that was I meant to watch Eddington, I didn't get to it. But you know,
Eddington is very good.
Yeah.
So. It says the most, I think, about our current situation.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll watch it someday. It's on my watch list. Okay, so you know.
Yeah, I bet
it is on there. Yeah, but I liked it quite a lot. You know, it's mostly beyond the politics of it. It's just a good kind of chase movie and stuff. You know. It's very fun. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it holds up to several rewatches, and yeah. I think my worries about it that I initially had as a huge Paul Thomas Anderson fan have kind of gone away as I've kind of just sat in what the movie is.
Yeah. All right. And what's your number 3 here?
Okay, so my number 3 is another Josh O'Connor movie that came out last year. It's a Kelly Reichardt movie. It's called The Mastermind, and the title is very ironic because even though it's called The Mastermind, the main character of the movie is very much not a mastermind. It is. What I love about this movie is that when you think about heists in your mind, you're like, okay, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. And then there's the time after the heist that people usually don't take into account. So like, how are you going to like hide the stuff you've stolen? How are you going to sell the stuff you've stolen? How are you going to not get everybody else involved in the heist? Like, how are they going to stay pretty low to the ground? But so essentially this guy goes and steals a somewhat valuable piece of art from a local museum within his town, and then tries to sell that piece of art. And so like everything goes wrong after the fact. Like the the heist itself does not go great, but they do actually get the stuff. And then after the fact, it's just dealing with the fact that like one of the guys got captured and is being interrogated by the police. The police definitely know that you're involved in this. They're tracking you down. And so like the movie just becomes this guy kind of quietly fucked his entire life, and the life that he had he can no longer go back to, and he just has to like drive away from his family. And you get the sense that like at the very end he's like not ever going to have the life he had before. Like it's just this guy's life falling apart. It's so goddamn funny. It's very quiet, it's very withdrawn for the most part, but I do dig those kinds of like realistic views of what could happen if you do some kind of crime like this. And even if it's a small time crime, you're like you're still putting yourself in an awful situation. So it really tickles me in a way that a lot of movies don't. So I really enjoyed The Mastermind.
That makes me think of like all the best bits of Breaking Bad, or when everything comes to a head.
Oh yeah,
and everything starts falling the fuck apart for him, you know. So that sounds that one I've also put on my watch list. I would like to see that.
Yeah, very good movie.
Yeah,
and Josh O'Connor once again is just incredible in it.
All right, and my number 3 here is a film I watched last night. Weapons by Zach Cregger.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I thought this was a fantastic movie. Okay, I don't I think just the way that it's all structured and everything with the weaving kind of narratives, that's a lot of fun. It brought to mind Sonic Adventure 2, where they're also doing that kind of.
Of course you're gonna not shout out something like
of course,
what's the Paul Thomas Anderson movie?
I probably haven't seen it, so you know.
God damn it.
Yeah. You know, Weapons, it's very, very good. It's got this great kind of premise, you know, and you kind of wonder if the premise is going to like hold it together for the whole movie, because it's like, oh well, these kids went missing, you know, and then other stuff happens. But then like right around halfway through, almost exactly if I remember, they kind of reveal like what happened. They give you like the lowdown on it, and they give you a demonstration. And that I thought was extremely like, and just the way that they shifted it, because it's so horrifying when they actually play it out, like the method that's being used to disappear these kids, and you just have this guy fucking kill the fuck out of his husband horribly. That's a good scene. And then from there they kind of switch it to like one of the kids, like a kid's perspective, you know. He's like the kid who survived because he was like, you know, he was necessary to get the plane going, so he did not get controlled or whatever. But then it's like from there it's all just him like you see his perspective of experiencing this creepy stuff, and that's sort of that's sort of shifting
that
perspective.
That part is the most horrifying part of the movie, is like this little kid who really can't like do anything about this.
Well, yeah,
because kind of is watching his parents be forced to like do all these terrible things. Like,
she gives him a good like, you are not going to mention this to anyone because your parents will just stab themselves with forks until I make them stop. Or, you know, they'll kill themselves in whatever horrible way I decide, I guess. So that's great. Yeah. And then I love the way when it gets to that point where the kid, because the kid is the one who has to save the day, you know, of course. All the adults are fucking useless in the whole situation, really. Like, even when they figure stuff out, they just go there and just start getting fucked over immediately. But he manages it, and he just but the moment that he like gets the spell recast and like sends all the kids after her, it's like the funniest fucking thing in the world. It's like, amazing.
For me, that is the sign of a perfect movie, which is that even if a lot of the answers that are around that don't fully like it is such a great idea of just every kid just runs off and disappears, and then the answers for that, like it being a witch or whatever, are kind of like, okay, whatever. But then that moment when the kids all just start running after the witch, it is such a moment of catharsis. It is so perfectly constructed that like anyone who reads that script must just be like, yes, instantly, we will give you as much money as you need. Like, that is just perfect screenwriting. Like, you got the different segments like Magnolia, where it's like it dives into each character and you see different sides of this thing, but it is so great. Honestly, Austin Abrams in this movie is one of the standouts for me. He's the like druggy kid.
Oh
who
yeah,
is,
yeah, he was great.
involved in some of this stuff. Like he is just so fucking phenomenal. The guy who plays Han Solo is in this. He's
Alden
so
Ehrenreich. He's
Alden
the
Ehrenreich.
cop. Which the cop stuff, I feel the cop and the drug addict kind of side to the story do feel a little disconnected, but it's all like really good stuff, you know. Like they don't feel as woven in, maybe as cleanly as they could have been with the other stuff, especially because I mean they only come back at the end to like be. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, just watching both of those characters interact and stuff like that's fantastic. So it all evens out, you know. As long as it's fun and good to watch, then yeah.
When Alden Ehrenreich is stabbed by the needle, whenever he realizes what has happened, and you see him get so fucking angry.
He just clocks that fucking guy.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
And then when he gets him later, it's like his first question is, it's the same question I would have, which is, do you have AIDS? Okay, because that was my first thought when he got poked with the needle was, oh fuck, he has AIDS now. That was immediately my thought, you know.
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
Zach Kreger is such a phenomenal director, just because he can so perfectly balance the comedy and the horror of the situation, in a way that gets you really. It just gets me. Like
he's a comedy like guy, right? He did like Whitest Kids You Know or whatever. Yeah,
absolutely.
Which is, I mean, that's the trend. Okay, you know, people who do comedy are also often or sometimes really good with horror, like Jordan Peele, or the Marble Hornets people. That's my other example. You know, they did comedy videos. Their comedy videos were not as good as Marble Hornets is, but you know, yeah. Or the Milk and Cereal YouTube Shorts guys as well. They're up there. Yeah.
Yep.
But
oh man, what a fun movie. What do you think about the scene where Josh Brolin hallucinates a like giant AR-15 in the sky above the house where the kids are being held?
Yeah, I guess that's I don't really see why he did, I guess, because it wasn't a school shooting, right? Like that's obviously like part of the one of the comparisons or like themes that the movie's making, kind of, or something. I feel like that's not the element that I've really cared about a whole lot, because I feel like that doesn't really work. Like I don't know, because the kids are the weapons, right? That's kind of the bit, or like people are weapons. People are weaponized by this like witch who is like likened to the cordyceps virus, you know. At one point they have that playing on the TV, stuff like that. So I don't know if it lines up really well with like a school shooting kind of scenario, but you know, it's
I think the movie is largely about trying to come to grips with a sudden and like unstoppable loss within your life, and trying to grapple with like how do you move on from that.
Yeah, I guess more in the emotions, it's kind of based on that kind of thing, because you do see, especially when there's like the parent support group, and their questions are like, why just her class, why this one kid, you know. It's like just the like randomness of it all, and like the pointlessness kind of, right, you know. That's something that's focused on a little.
Part of what really strikes me about the movie is that the kind of answer of it all, it's this like evil woman who's casting a spell that like distracts or weaponizes the town into not finding her, into like kind of just like bickering amongst each other rather than going after what the real problem is. I feel like there is a very like thematic thing where it's all the kids just fucking snap and go after this super old woman who's puppeteering them all. Like that is thematically, I think, a really good message. Is all the young kids should fucking kill all the old people who are in charge.
maybe I do really want to know, because it has like a little epilogue kind of where it's like, because the start of the movie there's the girl like narrating it, and then at the end they're like, all of them kind of just stayed that way, they're all like catatonic now, but some of them have started talking again, and that's sort of, you know, that's like children can move on from their trauma a little better than the adults involved, maybe, you know. There's like hope, there's like a vague hope there, but like it's gonna be really fucking hard and really bad for a long time.
Yeah, totally.
But I just want to know what the fuck the conclusion was for Anne Gladys. Like what did they think when they saw like 20 kids just surrounded in her gore and viscera, and they're all catatonic? Like what is the conclusion that's come to? What like disorder did they give them, or whatever, to try to explain this, you know? I have no idea.
Just saw that the Aunt Gladys prequel is apparently moving forward.
Oh hell yeah! I feel like that's not.
Won the. She
That
just
doesn't
won the
seem
Best Supporting
necessary.
Actor award as well.
Yeah, it'll probably. I'm sure that would be interesting. I guess. I feel like that's not necessary though. I feel like just the one movie, you kind of get the point, you know. I assume that she was just doing this for like the last 400 years because she's making herself young, right? Is the thing. So I don't know. That's my assumption. She was there. She was there since like the Robert Eggers witch times, you know. Yeah, but I guess that could be neat though. Maybe. What is your number 2 film though?
Number 2 is a Japanese movie from a director named Kiyoshi Kurosawa.
Okay.
It's called Cloud. I'm not sure that you would have heard of this one.
I don't think so.
Purple, do you know the like resellers as a thing where it's like they go to places and they buy a bunch of stuff and then they resell it online and make a bunch of money?
Oh, like from Japan and stuff? I know people do
it's
this
from
for
Japan,
video
but
games.
it's also other places. Like people do that
yeah,
with Pokemon
in
cards
general.
and all that stuff.
Okay, yeah.
This movie is about one of those resellers, and what essentially happens in this movie is that this guy who's working as a reseller can't find a job, is pretty like down on his luck, is basically hunted down by a bunch of the people who he has screwed over as a reseller, and it's really insane watching this movie because it takes a very sudden shift from one thing to the other, and then it becomes like an all-out action sequence near the end of the movie as he's being chased down by these gun-wielding Japanese guys who he's screwed over, and it's it's so funny.
That sounds fun, yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
This director
it's not
did
a movie
Pulse,
that I would have
which
ever
saw.
expected.
Yeah.
Say
Okay.
again?
I saw Pulse, which was this director also did.
Yes.
That was a good
Yes.
horror movie. Yeah. And Cure I also have to see because I've heard that's very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah, Cure is great.
Huh.
I don't think I've seen Paul's.
Yeah. Well, I put it on. I've got it on the list.
Yeah, very good movie. It's currently streaming on the Criterion Channel, I believe.
Okay.
I
don't have that.
Definitely check that out.
Yeah. Well, that'll be interesting. I saw for my number 2. I saw the film Frankenstein, which we also did on the show. Del Toro Frankenstein. I just really like the style to it and the way that it tells this story and the way it humanizes the monster, which of course is that's like it's almost like a cliche thing for Frankenstein. Or like I mean it's the inventor of the humanized monster trope, you know, as like a concept. So, you know, but that's it does very well, and it makes you feel for him, and it makes it clear that he didn't want to be born, but he's dealing with the situation anyway, and he just has to his shit gets really fucked. Yeah, no one has to be born, but we do the best we can. Or sometimes we get really fucking mad and we hunt this guy down for 15 years or whatever, you know. That's how it goes. I like this movie a lot. Definitely my favorite horror movie. Yeah.
Wait, it's your favorite horror movie of the year or just
of the
general?
year? Of the year. Yeah.
Okay.
Not in general.
I could barely
like,
consider this a horror movie.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's not very scary, I guess, you know, whatever. Weapons is more of the thing I did was switch Weapons with Frankenstein. I feel like Frankenstein has stuck with me more than Weapons will. But
that's shocking.
I could put them in either order probably. I don't know. I really like Frankenstein. It was good.
You're allowed to like what you like.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I'll take that as absolution for my number 1 as well.
And I'm allowed to judge you.
You are. That's free speech. Will you die for my right to hold this opinion or whatever?
Yes, I will.
I don't agree, but I'll die for the right to say it. That's the thing Republicans say. And then they get into office and then
they don't actually uphold it at all.
Yeah, they get in office and then they want to deport you for saying Israel's no good or whatever. Yeah. So that's yeah. What's your number 1 film though of the year, Erich?
My
from this
number
list?
1 movie of the year has been mentioned on this podcast. It was, I think, jokingly
Dog Man.
because there was a no. There was a bald person that I think you
Oh, yeah.
thought was a different person. So it's Begonia. It's
Okay.
the Yorgos Lanthimos movie. This is a remake of Save the Green Planet, a Korean movie where in this Begonia movie, it's a woman who's kidnapped, but in the Save the Green Planet, it's a man who's kidnapped. But a tech CEO, maybe she's a CFO, I don't fucking remember, is kidnapped and accused of being an alien by Jesse Plemons and Adam Delbus, I think is the name of the other guy. And they are trying to get her to both confirm that she's an alien and then call off her alien overlords that they think are going to destroy the world. So it is very high stakes if what they're saying is to be believed. Do you think hearing that she is an alien or is not an alien?
I think, you know what? I think the twist that she's really an alien is so obvious that the answer is no. Actually, she's
okay.
not.
We'll watch the movie and find out. I will not be
Okay.
revealing on this show.
Okay, I'm glad you won't, because I do want to see it.
The movie,
this is one I definitely
definitely plays back and forth, making you think, oh, maybe she is, or no, definitely not.
Okay.
These guys are insane.
Yeah. Well, that's good, because it is like you watch the trailer and it's like, oh yeah, she's really an alien. That's the twist.
At one
Because that's
point,
the obvious twist,
at one
right?
point,
But
they're like, we've what is it when you cut off your own balls?
castrate. Yeah.
We've castrated ourselves so you can't influence our opinions, and it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. These
Well,
guys are
maybe
insane.
that was a good idea though. Maybe that's maybe that helped. Maybe that's why they
Yeah,
can't.
I'll let you watch the movie and decide.
guess.
It's definitely worth watching.
We'll see. Yeah, I should definitely. I'm gonna watch that. Okay, and who knows? Maybe it will
You've said
take
that to
my
most of
spot.
the movies on my list.
I
guess
have.
We'll see
I
whether
have.
what
We'll
you
see.
actually do.
Someday I'll watch some of these. Okay. But and now my number one of the whole year. Do you have any guesses?
Is it Sinners?
No, I didn't end up actually watching
okay.
Sinners. Okay.
Okay,
I didn't.
all right. I'm relieved because I did like Sinners, but it was not
Yeah.
on any of my lists.
It's I feel so bad for doing this. It's Fantastic Four. Okay.
God damn it! I'm fucking leaving. Goodbye.
Listen, when I saw this, I was so fucking
Can't believe
overjoyed.
this.
Oh no, is he physically getting up from the desk? Oh no.
No.
Okay.
No. I thought about it. I
Yeah.
don't know whether that would be a good bit to do.
It would be good if we had face cams, but we do not.
No.
Yeah. But Fantastic Four, the first steps. Okay. When I watched this, I was like, this is like the best Marvel movie. That's what I thought when I got out of the theater. I don't know. And in retrospect, I feel like that can't possibly be true. Like, even when I'm imagining, like, the scenes, I'm thinking about, like, this gray-ass version of New York that they've got and shit like that, and I'm like, it's probably not that good. But I don't know, I really, really enjoyed it, and I liked all the characters quite a lot, and I thought they all did good stuff. I liked Shalabal, Silver Surfer, quite a bit. I liked Galactus, and how creepy he was and everything, and how big. They just, like, did Galactus, like, genuinely, which is pretty cool, you know? I liked it. So I'll probably rewatch it and decide it's actually like a 4 or maybe a 3.5.
I'm
But who
planning on
knows?
rewatching this because I now have a Disney Plus account again. But
Okay. I liked it a lot.
my opinion on this movie has only sunk lower and lower as
Yeah.
I've had time to think on it.
I mean, so is mine. I just gave it a really high review so at the time. So it's still my
Yeah,
number
you're-
one.
You just
I
started
guess.
way higher, so
Yeah, which would mean Frankenstein's probably my actual number one. You know, or maybe Sinners if I were to watch it, or Naked Gun, or Good Boy, or any of these other movies I didn't watch. You know, I got a lot of movies that are lower.
Good Boy? What's Good Boy?
Good Boy is probably not Good Boy. This one I want to watch just because I think it looks stupid. Okay, it's a horror movie from the perspective of a dog.
Okay, I did hear about that one. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't listen. It feels to me, maybe I'm just too jaded on this specific topic for some reason. But whenever I see this sort of shit, it makes me think, oh, there's Reddit Pupperino. Okay, it's about you, like, oh, we gotta please make an update where you can pet the dog in this video game. You know, it's shit like that. I just there's something about it rubs me the wrong way, and I don't like it. You know, And that's something how I feel whenever people are like, "Oh no, the dog died." I'm gonna make a website where you can go and you can check if the dog died in this movie, and then you can
my
leave.
Dog or my cat, that's a different story. If
Well,
it's
yeah.
somebody else's fictional dog, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's like I don't just the fact that there's so much more upsettedness when like a dog dies in a movie than like when a child dies or whatever. That just feels lame to me. I don't know. And it's like it's bad. It's not good for dogs to die, but like, you know, if you want to make a horror movie where there's a really fucked up evil force or villain going on, you gotta have them kill a dog sometimes. Michael Myers kills a dog in that movie. He chokes it out, and you can see it go limp on screen and die.
Damn.
Yeah. Which they killed a real
He's not
dog for
messing
that
around.
movie. That's not true. But yeah,
They killed a dog for real.
that's not true. They didn't. That dog was well trained. They just put Michael Myers' suit on a dog trainer for a scene or whatever. But yeah. But yeah, that would be a movie that I watched like the first 10 minutes of it and I just got bored because it is from a dog's perspective. So a lot of the time you're just watching the dog like sit there and like look at things, and while like people are talking on the phone in the background, and you only get to hear half the conversation and shit like that. And it's like I don't know how interesting this can be. It's pretty short. It's only 73 minutes, so I don't know.
Okay, it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Only 73 minutes.
Yeah, it might be worth watching, but I don't know. Maybe I'll sit through it and give it a review someday. But maybe not. But that's my list, I guess, you know. Yeah. We can just say Frankenstein was my number one, or maybe Weapons, you know. I feel like Weapons is the most respectable option here, probably.
if I was gonna say Weapons is probably the best movie you have on your list, but if I rewatch that Fantastic Four movie and I think it's worse, then I think I rated it 3 stars. If it's worse than 3 stars, I'm coming for you.
Okay.
I'm never leaving that alone.
It was
On
really
every
good.
goddamn Wheel episodes, I'm telling you what you need to hear.
Okay, you know, if you make it too big of a running joke, then it's going on the Batman wheel, okay? It'll just be on there.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You can't make me watch that movie for a third
I'll add
time.
like
You
secret
can't.
number 8 on there on the wheel, and you'll know exactly what it is. But I'll pretend it's not, okay? That'll be what we do. Or it'll just be on there. I've been thinking, if we do the Star Wars wheel, I gotta put Joker on there and stuff like that. Like that's the sort of shit that I keep thinking.
No.
So I don't know.
Why are you so sick and twisted? What happened to you?
It's the Joker. His spirit has infected me through
He
the.
invaded you.
Yeah, it's the inspirational nature of the film. Okay, it just inspires you to become the Joker. Yeah, because
I've seen the movie 3 times now, I think, and that's 3 times too many.
Yeah. Well, you'll see it many more times to come. Okay, once a year per wheel. That's not so bad, right? If we do one wheel show per year.
It is bad. I could be watching better movies or rewatching movies I actually like.
That's true, yeah. Maybe we won't do it. Maybe we'll retire the Joker, you know, after
Even
we
movies
watch.
that are bad that I like, I at least like them.
Yeah. I mean, we do have Joker 2 on the wheel still to do. I think that'll probably be Jokered enough, you know. We did do that when it actually came out, but we gotta do it again, of course, because it's on the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know. This was an idea Florian had, was to get rid of the to get rid of a bunch of movies on the wheel. Yeah. Do you support this? Do you think this would be a good idea?
No,
trim the
I think we
Batman
gotta
wheel?
see to the rest of the wheel. I think we should give the wheel a couple more tries, a couple more spins. We just landed on Be My Cat, so I think that's gonna inject us with a bunch of energy, and
That's my thought.
There's more live action stuff to come that
Yeah.
I think is really interesting.
I mean, there's more good
Talk
than
about,
bad
at least for
left.
us. Florian might not like the live action as much, but
Well, he can fucking put
there's
up
good
with
conversations to be had. He can kick bricks if he
it, okay? Yeah. He can fucking he will watch Bat Kid Begins, and he will show up and he will talk about it. Okay. and then we will do the
gotta write a
Lightbringer
contract. You gotta write him into something that he
Yeah.
has to legally
Yeah.
be on the wheel.
I'll fund his next indie game so long as he does the wheel and he actually watches all the movies. Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
It's been a while since
is,
we quizzed him on Robin, so we gotta reinforce that Robin.
That's true. Yeah. Well, Robin hasn't been showing up, you know? We're going to have to ask him for... but there's a lot of good opportunities. Batman Forever, Teen Titans, you know?
That's right.
In Batman Forever, they do explicitly say his real name several times, so that would be an interesting one to see if he gets it or not.
Retain that.
Yeah. From like one night watching the movie, you know? We'll see. This will be a fantastic... I think I love the wheel, okay, and I love how it's gone so far. Except even if we've gotten a lot of bullshit out of the way, you know.
Yeah, I think it's mostly smooth sailing from here.
Yeah, I feel like Aztec Batman is the one I'm most worried about, just because it's like a new animated one. I have no idea if it's any good or not, but whatever.
That at least has a premise that I'm like, all right, let's see what you can do with an Aztec Batman.
Yeah, you know. That's like a... Although, I mean, Red Sun disappointed me a lot, so that's the main reason I'm wary of these, so... You know. But we'll see. And here's to 2026, which we're already a third over, of course. Or more.
Jesus Christ. And I was going to say, I was going to start this out with asking you why you waited so long to do the best of 2025. It was because of your respect for the Academy and wanting them to have their moment and kind of like understand what they had put as the best movies of the year, right?
Yeah, so I could copy their list. Fantastic Four did win, right? That's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely won Best Picture.
Yeah. No, that's you know, we got to give the Academy their time, you know, before we with our superior viewership, we completely pull the wind from their sails, you know. We got to let them have a chance to scoop up as all like 5 people who watch that nowadays, you know, before our giant massive show comes in and scoops up the remaining like 85 viewers. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward to talking about the Super Mario Galaxy movie with you and Florian.
That might be the next
Florian
episode.
Will absolutely say that is the best movie that will happen this year, and I'll just have to fight him.
Man, I've only seen I've only seen one movie from this year, in this year, and it was I don't even remember what it was called. Send Help.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
It was good, yeah. But it's the only movie I've seen this year, so I don't know. Of like new movies. I'll have to catch up. So that way we can do this at the end of the year again. You know, I gotta see at least 10. That'd be funny if I watched exactly 10 and like half of them are dog shit, you know? That'd be great.
You just have the list of 10 that you've actually seen.
Half of my top 10 is just terrible. Yeah, that'd be great. I did some of my movies that are low, I really didn't expect them to be low or as low as they ended up being. Like The Monkey is my number 18 movie of the year. I really didn't care for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't like that one either.
I thought I would after Longlegs. I just really didn't like it.
I didn't like that. And I also thought, I hate the Longlegs, so it doesn't surprise me. But with The Monkey, I was just like, I was kind of in for the monkey that likes to kill our family is back, like that, like humor part of it, but it just did not work for me at all.
I thought like the funny violence was not very funny or well done, and it was kind of and there's like shitty CGI gore. There's just like a bit where like a lady falls off a roof and explodes or some bullshit happens, and it just wasn't that funny. So I don't know. Yeah, Jurassic World is my number 20. You know, Wicked for Good is my number 19 on here. Lots of great films
Wicked
that we
for
did
Good
on the show. Yeah, no, my number 19.
Last year.
Yeah, that was right at the end in November, right?
Yeah.
The Electric State, of course, is very low on the list. And at the
if
very
you put
bottom,
Electric State at number 1, I probably would have walked out. I probably would have been like, "This is not worth."
That would have been funny. That would have been so funny if I said it was The Electric State, and then it was like, nah, it's actually Fantastic Four, and it's like, oh, that's barely better.
I have been occasionally reminded of the fact that The Electric State exists, and every time it's like taking a bullet to the shoulder.
You just flash back to Woody Harrelson Peanut every time. Yeah. Man, what a movie. It's still above the Snow White remake and War of the Worlds, so I don't know.
War of the Worlds is at least funny.
War of the Worlds was funny, but I did give it a flat half star, okay? Because like I'm not, I can't give it anything more, you know. Like the only options are 5-star or half star, I think. So I gave it the more honest option. Yeah.
Yep.
Tron Ares is also. I mean, it's on there. It's on
Oh, I
17.
should watch Tron Ares now that I have Disney Plus again.
It's fucking. You know, it's
I'll watch it
it's worth
with my
putting on
eyes
in the
closed.
background on Disney Plus. Yeah,
So I can listen to the soundtrack.
yeah, that's probably worthwhile. And like whenever the music gets really good, look at the action scene going on, because the action scenes were
Yeah.
generally not that bad. You know, it is above
Nice.
it is above the monkey, so you know, better than that. Below Captain America: Brave New World, though, which was not.
So
not great.
I think we are going to watch both of the Marvel movies this year, right? Because it's just Spider-Man: Brand New Day and Doomsday, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We're gonna have to see
Kinda
both
can't-
of those.
Can't cheap out of either of those. Those are the big ones.
We're gonna have to do the Doomsday double feature, which I know they just
Oh,
moved.
yes.
They just moved Doomsday up like a week
Up
or
a
whatever.
week,
Or
yeah.
they're saying like they're
Minor
strongly
weakness.
considering it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think they've actually done it yet, but yeah,
Yeah.
it would not surprise me if they do that. Like
Mm.
IMAX is enough of a big deal that it would help them.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I really want to see Project Hail Mary. I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance. I hope I do.
It's quite
No.
a good movie.
Yeah, I'd like to see it in the theaters. So I really didn't care
You
for The
gotta do it in
Martian
the next couple weeks.
from that guy. You know.
Yeah, I liked the book better than the movie, but
Yeah, but oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of interesting movies coming out this year. Let me just check the 2026 like letterbox page in general here. You know. Yeah, there's well, Hopper's already came out. I should watch that and do that with Florian. Iron Lung. There's plenty that looks interesting. Supergirl. Interesting. You know, we'll see if it's good. Lots of stuff.
Yep.
And Mario Galaxy, of course. But yeah. But thank you very much for coming on to
Happy to
our
be here, Purple.
yeah. It's always a lot of fun to talk about films with you. So love doing the podcast.
Absolutely.
This is the final
Always.
episode, and there will never be another one. Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye
Forever.
forever. Yeah.